show just for you. We talk film, TV, both old and new. We discover new things, our tastes get broader. So here's the show's host in no particular order. Rachel's arrived, she's making a stand. It seems like world domination is her ultimate plan. And he's a little rough, he's a little caustic. Call him what you will as long as it's not toxic. Stupenzolicious gonna judge you on your sense of cool by asking you what your favorite Mexican food. Northern Bastard and Spider Elm say hello. It seems like everybody wants to be on this YouTube show. Run by Lance who drinks cappuccino. Everybody thinks he looks like Quentin Tarantino. So come on in and join the Nielsen ratings. It's a show that you've all been anticipating.
Somewhere there is an updated version of that title sequence which says that I don't drink cappuccino, because I don't. So Gary was kind enough to update that for me, but I can't find it. So it's also got a more up-to-date list of the guests, but never mind. It works for now. We're up against about 50,000 other live streams tonight, because for some reason Tuesday has suddenly become very popular. But even Aaron, who went to see The Wild Geese with me the other day, is here. He's popped over from the Drinkers Happy Hour where they're discussing the golden era of 80s films. Right, well, I better get my panel in and make this interesting, and let's get cracking. So, someone who's going to double our ratings immediately by her presence alone, Rebel Rose Rachel is here. Wow.
Hello, everybody. Again, on this busy Tuesday.
Excellent. Good to see you. How are you?
I'm all right. Just
Fantastic.
living the self-imposed off-grid life today.
But also with us, we have the man who owns a spider that's big enough to eat your cat. It's Chris Cow.
He's not lying. Hello.
Yes, I appreciate that. I'm afraid, Al, I have to put my hand up. I'm guilty of the death of an arachnid this week. Now, in my defense, it's one of those things where you go into the bedroom and suddenly there it is sitting between the chest of drawers and the sock drawer section. And there's like a gap of about 2 feet. And this spider's sitting there like it's its garden, sort of, getting a tan or something. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake. And it was huge. It was a big one. So I got like a Pringles tube, empty one. And I thought, I'm going to capture him and I'm going to get him in and I'll take him outside, because I always try and take him outside. Unfortunately, he evaded me and got himself into a position under the chest of drawers where I either had to go to sleep knowing that he was there, waiting to suckle on my neck and naked flesh as soon as I went to sleep, and thus cocooning me in the middle of the night, or I had to eliminate him, and a heavy book was involved. His corpse has not yet been recovered.
Poor Mr. Spooder. If it's any consolation, if it was a male, he would have died soon anyway. So,
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell. But a man who can tell male or female in any species because he's suckled on the teeth of them all. It's Stupenzolicious.
It's all in the shoulders, really. The shoulders never lie. Neither do the hips. You can always tell.
But the hips of spiders don't lie. So if you're dancing with one, check out the tops of those hairy legs. Fantastic. Well, yeah, good to hear that Santa's bell can be heard. Again, emphasizing that Christmas is coming
Do you
soon.
ever think that your cat might be going crazy because she hears that bell everywhere she goes? Like, she can't escape it. Cats have really good hearing.
I think she's like, I'm not the only
Cat,
one that's
like,
suffered this.
whatever you can hear, a cat can hear it like times like 3 or 4.
Well, if she wouldn't try to little places, she wouldn't have to wear a bell, now would she?
And also, it's like the cat probably never gets to sneak up on animals and critters and stuff like they love doing because the stupid bell's constantly giving its position away.
The cat's just got up its game then, hasn't it?
Yes,
Well,
I'm sure sneaking up on its canned food is really difficult.
Let us move on to the topics of this week. We've got various films and TVs that we're going to recommend people watching. That tends to be what we do here tend to recommend stuff. Occasionally we watch stuff and fall into the trap of, it might be good. And like Predator Badlands, which we talked about last week. I mean, it had some good things, but let's not go down that whole road again. So I mentioned this show briefly last week. I was the only one who'd seen it at the time. And of course, my panel, being the diligent, hardworking people that they are, have definitely now all watched it.
So I hope he's talking about Aurelius.
We're going to talk about Pluribus quickly. So the premise for this show, in case anybody hasn't seen it who's watching or not, we'll try to keep it spoiler free. This is Vince Gilligan. It's his big show since Breaking Bad. It's got a pretty big budget. The Earth gets infected by a virus from outer space, which kind of makes everybody into a hive mind, except there are a small number of people who are not affected. And this lady is one of them. She's played by the actress who plays the lawyer in Better Call Saul. She's really bloody good in this, it has to be said. And it's really kind of about her getting used to this situation and sort of trying to work her way through it. I'd only seen the first 2 episodes. Rhea Seahorn is who we're talking about. Carolina Wahidra is one of the hive mind who's kind of allocated to be her friend and go with her everywhere. She has a dinner with some of the other kind of survivors. They're all from different cultures. She's got nothing in common with any of them. None of them are scientists, so no one's capable of coming up with a solution. He says, I thought it was a virus that turned everyone into a Scotsman. No, that's a different show. Yeah, okay, but anyway, I gave it a strong recommendation last week based on the first 2 episodes. Who's now seen it?
Yeah, I watched the 3rd episode, and I don't know why I did. I should wait because it's not. This is like a binging show. I just want to wait 8 weeks and finish it.
Yeah,
but the 3rd episode was cool. Like I said, I like the show because it's not padding time. It feels like it actually is taking advantage of its 10-hour runtime and really like adding, doing a lot with it. A lot of shows I always say it feels like it could just be a 2-hour movie. Just cut all this crap out. All the stuff happening in the show is pretty interesting. I don't know where it's going. Is it a metaphor for communism or the rainbow agenda, or is it just a really cool idea of like if the body snatchers was a good thing? I like how like online people are I don't know if this is like in the show, but they're calling the hive mind the joined. Are you going to become part of the joined yet? And it's not really a virus as much as it's it's like they say it's like a psychic glue that has somehow like attached to our DNA, and it is like binded us like almost like metaphysically. It's pretty cool.
Rachel, have you seen it now?
I have. I've watched up to the 3rd episode, and I really do feel like you should wait until this one is completely out because you don't want to wait for the episode. You want to just watch the next one, and now I'm stuck. Like,
I mean, that's the sign of a good show, though, isn't it? That's the sign of
yes, it is. But the problem is, it doesn't get the TV ratings that way, because people are just like not watching it. It reminds me of like The Wire. Like if I had to wait a week, it's like, what happened last week? I don't remember. There was a lot of stuff I feel like I missed, and it's only going to get more complex the more episodes go by.
The Wire was a good show to binge. For sure.
It was so information heavy, though. It was so dense. Like I could not really binge the show. Actually, I had to watch it in like 2 or 3 hour increments and take a break, which is kind of what I would probably do with this show. Like probably the idea, like, I'd watch like 3 episodes and be like, all right, that's a good stopping point. But I don't have to wait a week. I could pick it up tomorrow or maybe a few hours from now. Just, the idea is you need to take a few breaks, I think, to digest all the stuff you're absorbing.
It's a great show. I love and there's this great thing where if she gets too emotional and has a go at, they're not really the aliens, but has a go at the hive mind, shall we say, they can't handle strong emotional reactions. So if she upsets one of them.
They can't strong like negative emotions, really.
Yeah, negative emotions. They're always positive all the time. So if they suddenly get this influx of negative energy from her, it ripples throughout the hive, and they basically have an epileptic fit, which means that people who are driving cars in other countries suddenly will veer off the road and crash and shit. And the last time she did that, she killed 11 million people. So, yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. It's a pretty interesting premise. I like it. Rachel, you seen it yet? I know. Sorry,
I
Rachel.
just told you it did.
You did. Sorry. You and Alan look and sound so alike. I meant Alan.
Oh,
Sorry.
my
I get that. I get that. No, I'm being smart. I'm waiting till it's all finished, and I'm going to binge the whole thing because I thought the premise sounded really cool.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, we'll hold off on saying more and maybe come back to it. I think when the show has concluded. But again,
sounds like it's going to finish at like more or less the end of the year, so like an end of the year roundup.
Yeah, I think on the end of the year roundup. But when I do my end of the year roundup show, by the way, just to tell my panelists, as I've got certainly 3 of the most regular people here now, I'm going to be looking from each of my panelists. I want your top recommendation film that is your number 1 pick for the year.
Mm-hmm.
I want your top recommendation show, number 1 pick for the year. I also want your biggest disappointment. Guess we can just call that Predator Badlands now.
I was going to say.
And Alien Earth.
Yeah.
Alien Earth was way worse. Alien Earth was way worse than Badlands.
No, I thought Predator Badlands was very watchable. It's kind of fun, watchable nonsense. Just a bit, hokey for a Predator film, but Aliens Earth. Well, we're also going to talk about the best. We're going to talk about the best, and we're going to talk about the worst. We're going to spend most.
There was like something that was legitimately disappointing this year. I feel like it was a horror movie I was excited for, and it sucked. What was it? I can't remember. I have to like look back into I have to like rewatch all the episodes of this and see what I was recommending earlier this year.
This is showing on Apple Plus, I think. I think it's Apple.
Yes. Yes,
yeah.
Apple.
Yeah, that's definitely where we all watched it. Apple Plus.
Yes,
of course.
Apple Plus.
Yeah.
We have
Apple
all the
Plus.
services.
Great.
We do. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on.
Oh yeah, 28 years later was disappointing. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll see where the next one goes in January, but
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see what they do with the Jimmies. But yeah, we'll see. All right. Now I was going to get into this in some detail this evening, but I won't because I'm going to do a special show. In fact, Enzo's creating the thumbnail for me as we speak. But this is a 6-part, I think it's 5 or 6-part Polish drama. It's on Netflix. Not many people are talking about it. Not many people are watching it. It's also not coming up on the Netflix algorithm. You've got to search for it.
Yeah, you got to search for it. It's really weird.
Really
It's
gotta
very
search.
good.
It's on the new releases. It's about 200 across to the right.
5 episodes. The last one is about 2 hours long, mind you.
Yeah, and it's a really good drama show. It's very similar in tone to Estonia, which we talked about at length last year. It's a true story of the sinking of the ferry of the same name, which Al will now pronounce.
Aurelius.
Thank you. Excellent. And it's got some things going against it. There's one of the main characters who also sits on the panel of the investigation is a heavily fictionalized character. Because I like to do my research when I watch these true story shows because I want to know how much of it is true. And they do a bit of a kind of what was that movie with not Glenn Close, Meryl Streep, where she's working at the factory that has the dodgy nuclear regulations, and she gets contaminated. She's going to go to the press based on a true story. And the night she was going to go and meet to the press and give them evidence, her car was found run off the road and she was killed. That's a true story.
That makes sense now. I understand that. Yeah.
That movie comes from
definitely didn't happen.
Right, that movie comes from the 80s. Now, there's a similar thing that happens in this. And I need to tell you that never happened in this story.
Nope.
That's complete
Nope.
fiction. So
There's a lot that's
Some
fiction about this show because there's a lot of
Silver.
myths and speculation that happened around the Facing King, and that's worked into it as well. So it's,
I mean, they are presenting you with some maybe this happened and maybe this happened scenarios, and that's fine. I don't mind any of that, but they do present a couple of things as fact which are not. So I feel that undermines the show, and I don't feel that it needs it. It doesn't need that extra layer of conspiracy. It's quite obvious that there's a conspiracy going on. We don't need to start murdering people and taking it into Jason Bourne territory.
Yeah, it's a dramatization, and it says at the beginning that, you know, because a lot of the characters are composites of different characters and stuff. You know, but it was still very well made, I thought.
This is my only criticism. I have to say, I highly recommend this show. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Me and Northern are going to do a special where we're going to talk about the show in more detail. Probably going to be on a Sunday in a couple of weeks, I think. It'll be on a Sunday. So, Al, if you want in on that as well, you'd be welcome.
From about, absolutely, yep.
Okay, fab. So I do recommend it. Rachel and Enzo, I don't think you've seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, and it's good.
This is the one thing I made sure I watched this week.
Yeah. Oh, do you want? I mean, Al, before we move on, do you want to say anything else about it?
No, just like I think I really enjoyed it. I think it really nails the kind of feel of post-communist Poland, that kind of Iron Curtain 90s kind of era. It just totally nails all of that. It's superbly made, superbly acted, absolutely riveting all the way through. I didn't mind too much that it was a dramatization because they say up front it's a dramatization. It doesn't do the whole, this is based on a real story. It goes straight away. This is, mostly made up. Really enjoyed it, and I'm absolutely with you. 9 out of 10. We can discuss it more on your special.
Yeah, great. Okay. Yeah, no, again, I did really like it. So that's a strong recommendation from two of us. All right, we'll move on to another recent release from Netflix. This literally just dropped. And I have to admit at first, because there's a lot of Netflix drama, 6-parter, crime thriller type things, and they're all based on a book by Harbin Coblin, or whatever his name is. Harbin, you know, that crime writer, that really famous crime writer. I'm sure the name's something like Harbin Coblin, something like that. But they're all the fucking same. They're all really similar. They've always got really similar plot twists, and you know, again, like Enzo says, with a lot of these things, they feel like they drag them out for 8 episodes, and 4 episodes of that is full of like red herring, little story plot lines and side quests that we really don't need. And that's often because these are based on books, and those books have those elements. This show, The Beast in Me, there's not a minute wasted, in my opinion. I thought it was going to be like that, and I was inclined not to watch it. But I'm a big fan of Claire Danes, and I thought, well, you know, let me stick it on and see what's up with this show. And I was only watching it for about 10 minutes, and I thought, oh shit, this is going to be a late night, because I can tell I'm going to want to watch all of this now. And I did half of it that evening till about 3 a.m. Thought, yeah, I better go to bed now, and did the rest of the episodes the following morning. The basic plot is Claire Danes plays a gay crime writer, fictional crime writer. She's having writer's block on her book. She is bereaved. She is also recently coming out of a relationship. Her partner, who is an artist, struggling artist, is trying to get seen and get her stuff into art galleries. Meanwhile, this new neighbour moves in next door, and he is a notorious person who comes with a reputation. His wife went missing several months ago, and it's been speculated constantly in the press. Did he kill her or didn't he? He comes from a powerful family that's in the middle of a land grab as part of a rejuvenation project sort of downtown. I think this takes place, it's not in New York, it's somewhere else. It's like, you know, it was all filmed in and around part of New Jersey, but you know, it just feels like a different American city from New York, which I quite liked. It plays on this. Basically, he then asks her to write the book about his life, and he's trying to convince her that he's actually innocent, but we know he's a wrong one because there's all kinds of shit going on. And then there's various other subplots, but they're not connected to the main plot. They all add more, and they all become part of it. This is one of Claire Danes' best performances of her career. Matthew Rhys is also exceptionally good in it, and he does a really good American accent. And you've got a supporting cast that are very good, but this is predominantly a two-hander. You do have the guy from Better Call Saul, who is also one of the villains in Beverly Hills Cop. He's in there. I really liked it. I can't fault it, really. The writing was just great. Really good twists, some of which I saw coming, some of which I didn't. Yeah, loved it. Rachel, what did you think?
Oh, I really loved it. Finally, Netflix put out a show that you can't just put on and go clean your kitchen.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention.
Yeah, you
because
do.
Everything they put on screen is a clue, or it matters to who these characters are. Yes, thank you, Harlan Coben. I was trying to remember.
Pretty close. Harlan Cobbler. Yeah, well, that's the other crime writer. Harlan Cobbler.
All of his have the same actor in it, and he's always the killer. Or
yeah, they recycle a lot of the same cast because they're remakes of Scandinavian shows as well. They've already been and they're all just really they're good, but they're good, but just very samey. But this really went out of its way not to be one of those. Love Jonathan Banks. Jonathan Banks is great in this.
Yeah. You know, he's playing a man who is a villain, but he comes across as a very sympathetic villain.
Yeah.
Like, you care about him, and when what happens to him, you feel bad.
Yeah, agreed. This is the girlfriend or the former partner with one of her interesting art projects. Then we've got these two FBI characters played by Etienne Park, both of whom are kind of corrupt. This is the publisher of the author's books. Alicia Shannon plays a local politician who's opposing the expansion of the property development downtown. So there's a whole subplot with that, but everything in this film is integral to the story. There's even though there are these kind of, like I call them, side quests in this show, they're all completely connected to the whole. There's no kind of subplot that you could have left out or that is a red herring. I mean, it's just really good. Yeah, this is Netflix have set a standard here, and for their miniseries dramas, this is the standard. This is what they should be making.
Completely agree.
So, I think the Inside Man's about to join us on. Come in when he's ready.
Aha!
Time to start talking about 80s movies.
Excellent. That means we can talk about the Wild Geese shortly. Fantastic.
I'm booked to see it tomorrow. I've not seen it yet.
I'm going to see it again tomorrow. I saw
nice.
it on Monday night, and I'm with one of my YouTubers actually. And I'm going again to see it tomorrow. Anyway, we'll come back to it in a minute. So Rachel, what else do you want to say about this show?
Oh, just every aspect of it was perfectly done. Even down to the artwork that her ex-wife does. It actually looks legitimate instead of just, bullcrap like they normally put in these movies.
Yeah.
Like usually when they have an artist in it, it's just splatter art, and that's like as good as we could get for the show.
Like some kind of Jackson Pollock kind of thing.
Yeah, while that has merit, it feels all the same when that's all they put in movies. And this does feel like an artist studio. So I appreciate that. And, like you were saying, the side stories rarely meld into the main story in most of Netflix's miniseries or limited series, because you know sometimes you're watching it and you're like, well, what happened to this person? Well, they just dropped that 4 episodes ago, and they never picked it up again. But no, none of that happens here. Everything matters, right down to how they light things matters, because it's all about the mental crisis of the character, how you are shown a scene.
Yeah,
and I thought that was brilliant. I was really surprised how much I loved it.
There's so many layers in this show. I think Jodie Foster was a producer on this, and it shows, because it's got a level of quality that a lot of shows like this don't have. Now, even this character, who's the sort of new trophy girlfriend.
Oh, I loved her.
I loved her, because you didn't know where you stood with her right up until the last episode. You weren't quite sure where you stood with her, and really well played by the actress. Not that character could have been written so poorly. Could have been, but there's loads of nuance. You know, David Leon, who plays this FBI guy, he formerly played a doctor on ER, which I'm currently watching season 15 of for the first time. But yeah, there's Claire Danes and Matthew Rhys. Has anyone else seen this show?
I went to watch this because you were like, it's amazing, it's really good, you must watch it.
Yeah.
And then my wife's gone away for a few days to visit her dad, and
Watch it with her.
I can't find the bloody remote control, so I couldn't watch it.
Took it with her.
I'll check it out though.
No, watch it with her. I think this will be one. This is a good one for a couple to watch together for sure. It depends though. You've not seen it, I don't think. No.
Nope.
No. I mean, it's a one and done. So it's, you know, I think it was it 8 or was it 6 episodes, Rachel? I forget.
Oh my goodness. I think it was 6.
Yeah. Well, they go quick. But yeah, it's one and done. So you know, you're not committing to 5 seasons or anything. So nice, good, solid mini series. Toxic did watch it. It's given it 8 out of 10. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, Inside Man. Have you seen this?
I have not. No, unfortunately not. I kind of haven't been able to catch up with too much, to be honest with you.
So what I was saying before you came on was, on the surface, you know, looking at the advertising, this looks like one of those kind of Harlan Coben sort of, you know, murder thriller things.
Yeah.
And they're all very samey. This one is not that though at all. It's really well done. It's really different, full of a lot of surprises. The performances are all sterling, and it's shot like a movie, shot like an old school movie. Mm-hmm. Really interesting camera angles that say something about the narrative in each scene, and they really thought about it. So I think you'd appreciate it.
Yeah. I think it's quite interesting, isn't it? That, you know, we're kind of getting a little bit. I think a little bit more of an upbeat in quality in terms of its cinematic value in some of these series now. I think they're kind of hitting a little bit of a stride. And you know, television is becoming more and more cinematic. You know, and I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it even the men in this are not all completely useless as well, which is, you know, so the characters are pretty well balanced between the men and the women. And Claire Danes' character, who's the lead, she's, you know, 90% a woman full of various different flaws. Yeah. And you don't feel a lot of sympathy for her at first. You kind of find it quite irritating, but not so much that you don't want to watch. So it's a very clever balance that they do here. Yeah. I think it's a really good.
That in itself is an achievement these days, because characters get so two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Does anyone know? Do you know who wrote this at all?
Let's have a look. I did check before, and I'm afraid the name escapes me. We'll have a. So it's created by Gabe Rotter. I don't know.
That's an unfortunate name, isn't it?
No.
It's a good name for a murder thriller writer.
Yeah, Gay Rotter.
So you've got 3 different directors. Oh, it's 8 episodes in total.
Didn't feel like it. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe is the showrunner, did the story, wrote one episode, and then you've got a writing team here. So there is a writer's room here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, plus the main guy. So I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? Because that, on paper, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that, because I'm sure Jodie Foster was involved.
Yeah.
And there's Claire Danes was an exec on it as well. Yeah, Jodie Foster was an exec on it. So Conan O'Brien was an exec on it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think maybe, on this one, people really sat round and said, okay, what kind of show do we want to make here?
Yeah.
Where have people been going wrong before? It really feels like that conversation was had.
Yeah.
This is really good quality TV.
And I have a feeling that these writers probably have quite a bit of experience under their belt as well. I think if they can come up with something as good a quality as you're both saying, then I should imagine that they do have some pretty good credentials behind them, and that they're not just cheap guns for hire.
Well, it looks like this is Gabe Rotter's first, big breakout.
Wow.
Now that doesn't mean that. I mean, he's worked on shows. He's done stuff on X-Files, 12 episodes of The Lone Gunman in 2001. But the credits for that are additional crew. I mean, what that means exactly, who knows? And maybe he helped out. Maybe he was in the writers' room occasionally.
Yeah.
But he's basically written one episode of the X-Files prior to this. That's it. That's his only other writing credit. So it feels like this may be his baby. Now, and maybe that's why you've got a team of writers, because they said, okay, well, we're going to let you be the showrunner, but you've got to, maybe they said you've got to have a team of writers. So let's have a quick look at the credits of the.
But then it's up to a good showrunner to then corral all those writers together to make something coherent.
Yeah.
So
which is completely what Noah Hawley failed to do in Alien Earth.
Erica Sheffer's only got one other writing credit. That's Little America. I mean, that's not to say that these people haven't worked in theatre and done stuff like that.
That's exactly.
Danielle Pearl. Now, this writer is much more experienced. 10 episodes of American Crime Story. That's a great show. 5 episodes of The Accused. That's another great show. 7 episodes of One of Us Is Lying. So that's a writer of some experience on some top quality. I mean, those are quality shows as well. That's good stuff. You've got Mike Skerritt here, who's done Party of 5, Accused. So that's probably where the other guy, they probably knew each other already. Writer's assistant on 17 episodes of Family Guy. Maybe they went to him for the comedy. And then we've got Howard Gordon, who did 1 episode, who's done, look at this, he's a producer on 191 episodes.
Unbelievable.
He was also a producer on Homeland for 96 episodes and 96 episodes of the X-Files. Okay, so if he's writing 1 episode, but you've got a producer of his caliber at your table, that's a guy who can say, well, this worked in this and this worked in this. Why don't we try that?
It kind of sounds like a bunch of people who knew each other back in the day, getting back together to make some product, if you know what I mean. Some some cohesive project that they had actually a care about and made sure it turned out well.
Yeah. I mean, that could well be the story bit behind this. It does look like you've got a mixed writers' room with a mixed level of experience. This is another C.A. Johnson, did 10 episodes of The Passage. I think I saw that. Didn't see Filthy Rich. And then this is the last writer, Ali Liebgott, actor and comedian. Oh, she's a producer on Transparent. I did watch that show. That was a good show. Little America and Love Life. So, a sort of mixed bag of experience from I've just done a little bit to shit, this guy's done loads. But that's probably a combination for a good team, I think.
Yeah.
clearly they worked well together. You would think so to have come up with this.
I think it's, this is a good example of something that has actually come off that shouldn't have. As you said earlier, on the face of it, this maybe should not have come off as well as it does, because they are generally recipes for disaster. But it really all depends whether I suppose the showrunner has the kind of direction and drive, knows where to push it.
Maybe, I mean, if he had final say and it was his baby, maybe that worked in this case. And good luck to him on his. I'd like to see more from this guy. So yeah, it's great stuff. Anyway, I'll give it. I could almost give this a 10 because I'm thinking, okay, why can't I give it a 10? What's wrong with it? And I'm hard pressed to find something. I mean, it's definitely a 9. I might have to watch it again before I give it a 10, but it's definitely a 9 out of 10 from me. Rachel?
Yeah, I mean, I was ready to give it a 10. I cannot think of anything that I would say is a real mark against it.
But -1 for the bell, so 9.
If we start bells, it's going to get a 0.
So are you going to go for a 10 on this one?
Yeah, I really would like to give it a 10. I think it deserves it.
Aaron is saying he has written a couple of books, so maybe this is based on a book of his.
Right.
There you go.
Now I have to do research.
Oh, yeah. Research. We don't do that sort of thing here. All right, fantastic. Well, we'll move on. Enzo, what have you got for us this week? Something with the word sex in it, from what I remember.
Yeah, last night I rewatched The Sex Monster from 1999. I didn't realize the guy who's in it wrote and directed it. He's also in Minority Report and a few other movies. He made a few other funny movies. But yeah, The Sex Monster, it's got Mariel Hemingway and God, what's the guy's name?
Mike Binder is the main guy.
There you go, Mike Binder. Yes, and he what did he direct? Let's see. I think he made Reign Over Me and Blank Man. No, he did a lot of stuff. But The Sex Monster is hilarious. It's about this guy, him and his wife. He's like a building contractor, and his wife is a hairstylist, and he's like joking about how he wants to have like a menage a trois with him and another woman and his wife. And he keeps like poking the bear, and eventually she's like, "Well, maybe we will do that." And he's like, "All right, but we, it can't be with a stranger, and you're not gonna have sex with your hot secretary, so she's out." And he's like, "All right, well, how about your coworker, Danny or whatever, Dee Dee? You said she's like bisexual." And he's like, "Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll have Dee Dee come over." And one thing leads to another. They have a 3-way, and then his wife becomes like a fucking pussy hound, like no one's business. Where he's like, he can't keep up with her. She starts. What is it? First thing she does is a couple days later, she calls Dee Dee back, like as a surprise. And he's like, there's like a constant joke where like, the bed's all shaking, and the husband is like getting out of bed, like, okay, all right, that's enough. I'm gonna go downstairs and get something to drink. And the bed's like still shaking, and he's like, "You girls need anything?" And he's like, "No, okay, all right, I'm gonna go downstairs." And eventually, he's like sleeping on the couch. And she's trying to sleep with his secretary. She sleeps with he's trying to get like this big business deal, this big money loan from this guy he went to high school with, who's like all rich Republican guy, and his wife. And she's like trying to seduce his wife, and it's just insane. She has sex with his business partner's wife, who like his business partner is like sleeping around on his wife, like cheating on her because he says that she's gained a bunch of weight and he's not into her anymore. And then his wife has sex with his wife, and I don't know, dude. It's just very funny, and I think it's aged pretty well. Also, I liked how the soundtrack was like a bunch of reggae music, and it was just a chill movie. It was a fun, cute little, quirky, romantic comedy about be careful what you wish for kind of thing. Yeah. And the big punchline at the end is what is it? The wife is now saying, "Hey, maybe we should have a menage a trois with a couple guys. Maybe you should expand your horizons a little." And he's like, "Gulp." Like, nah.
Was that the setup for the sequel that didn't happen?
Yeah, I don't know. It's different for guys, I guess.
What would you call this out of 10? What's the rating?
I'd give it a very enjoyable 7. It's a simple movie. It's a low budget. I think it was made for HBO. But yeah, this movie was funny as hell. There was definitely a bunch of like jokes that landed, which is always fun.
Especially in a comedy, because generally you want a comedy.
Yeah. I mean, lately you get a lot of just like actors fucking improvising and rambling and trying to be funny. This was a lot more like set up punchline type stuff. Yeah, like I can't remember any specific. There's like one where funny moment where he like drops some dishes at a very opportune time. It's just stuff like that. A lot of situational comedy, but yeah, it was fun. Very simple flick, and I liked it. Yeah, I lived it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was funny. I was actually shocked to find out that Mike Bender, you know him from Minority Report. He's the guy that John Anderton eventually kills. The one that he's the one in the hotel room with all the pictures. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what other movies did he actually like write and direct, because I know he's been in a bunch of stuff.
He actually directed an episode of Billions.
Yeah, he directed. He directed Bill Burr live at Red Rocks recently. Yeah, some shows. Yeah, he did direct Rain Over Me with Adam Sandler, which I never saw. Yeah, and he did direct Blank Man. I'll be damned. Hell yeah.
Did he direct Blank Man or the making of Blank Man?
Both.
Okay. All right.
I thought maybe he just had a small role in Blank Man. No, the fact that he directed Blank Man, huge. That's a huge. I'm impressed. I love Blank Man. But yeah, that was a good one. What else did I watch? I also watched an older movie that I hadn't seen in a while. I don't remember much of it. I watched it when I was a kid. It's called The Secret of Rowan Inish, and I was raving about it on one of my last live streams. But that movie was, I knew it was about like selkies, like Irish mermaids. They're like seals that turn into people. I don't know. I don't remember much else, but it was one of those movies. There's like a lot of movies in the 90s where little girl goes to live with distant relatives in, some kind of meadowed area like England or Ireland or Scotland due to some family adventure, and they encounter some kind of magic like a fairy or little magic seal people or whatever, secret garden. A bunch of these movies like in the 90s kind of fell through this formula. This was written and directed by John Sayles, who I think is very underrated. He did, what was it, Men with Guns and 8 Men Out and a bunch of other stuff. But it's based on a book. What was so cool about this movie was it's very grounded. So it's this very fantastical fairy tale, but it's told in such a way that it's very believable. And yeah, I don't think I could look at seals again the same way. It was a very good movie. Very whimsical is the word I would use to describe it. Very, just so much fucking whimsy in this movie. It was insane. But yeah, it's basically this little girl goes to move. It takes place in the 50s. Mom died. She lives with her grandfather now in some tiny island. Fishing island on Ireland, and they used to live on a smaller island called Rowan Inish, and it's like you can see it like out the window far away on the sea, and that's where they all used to live, in this little village. And they said that once they left, their family's luck has kind of been not great, and they say it's because of they're kind of like related to the seal people, because like one of their ancestors had some babies with a seal woman. It's about people that turn into seals that turn into people and the men that fuck them. It was a magical film. It was a very magical, wonderful film, and I may or may not have cried a single giddy tear at the end. It was a very happy movie. Yeah, and it's also like a big part of the movie's like the little girl's mother died, and the father works in like a factory city, and it's no place for a girl. So that's why they send her to the country, to the island, the fishing island where grandparents live. And her whole thing, they have like, she had a baby brother that some tragedy happened to the baby. And you find out what happened to the baby. And then like all this like magic shit starts happening. And I think the main thing of the movie is like trying to get the family to move back to Rowan Inish and make everything right again. But yeah. Like I said, like a bunch of magic shit. Like, you know, I feel like the YouTube autists would watch this movie and be like, well, this doesn't make any sense. Plot holes. But like I said, it's kind of a fairy tale. But it's, like I said, told in such a way, like it didn't feel unbelievable. It was crazy. It was really cool. I highly recommend it.
I think I've met this actress, not that one. Let me just check the cast list. I think it.
Oh yeah, what's her name? Silky woman. She's been in a bunch of stuff.
I think her surname is Lynch, if it's the lady I'm thinking of. But let me just see. Jenny Courtney. Can't be Jenny Courtney though. I know. Yeah, because John Lynch is in.
Yeah,
Susan
Lynch. That's who you're thinking of. Susan Lynch.
Yeah.
She's in.
Great actress.
She's not related to
person.
David Lynch. Yeah, she's in Waking Ned Divine and From Hell. I remember her in From Hell. She's that real nasty or. What so he said, right? Gets killed by Jack the Ripper.
She's a great actress. She's kind of underrated, and I would have liked to have seen her in some bigger stuff.
She's good. I love her in From Hell when Jack the Ripper offers her some grapes, and he's like, "Oh, you're quite a refined man indeed. Quite refined." That's so good. She's in Interview with a Vampire too. I don't remember who she plays. I guess she was in Ready Player One recently. Don't remember who she plays. But yeah, she's in a lot of stuff.
David Lynch, who's on screen here, I think that is actually her brother in real life as well.
What? No way, because they definitely like hook up in that movie.
I'm pretty sure they're related.
That's interesting because he plays her lover.
Yeah, very Irish.
I don't think now when I'm thinking. So when I'm thinking about it, I don't think they have any scenes where they. Yeah,
here you go, Susan Lynch, sibling. Told you.
Oh wait, related. No, wait. He's not the boyfriend. Okay, that makes sense.
I didn't say it was the boyfriend. I said she's related to John.
No. In the movie, he does not play her.
Right.
Who plays the seal husband? Who plays the husband of the seal woman? Was it him in a different role?
I don't know. Anyway, John Lynch.
Was everybody panicking right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually makes sense that he's her brother because he looks like her because he's like a descendant of her, so that makes sense. Okay, that's cool. Yeah,
and who
plays
think
her
the Irish
husband,
have a reputation for drinking? No.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of drinking in this movie, unfortunately.
What are you giving Seal People?
Dude, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10, man. It was really good. It was really, really good.
Anything with bestiality.
It warmed the cockles of my heart.
That's an extra 2 points from Enzo for that topic alone. Okay. I always love your choices, man. So, Al, have you got anything you want to recommend us this week?
Yeah, I watched this weird horror film, like a comedy horror. It wasn't like amazing or anything, but it was fun. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was called Here for Blood.
I think I have heard.
And it's basically a vehicle for Sean Roberts, who's like a ex-wrestler type dude.
Just
waiting for you to find it.
2023. Yeah, 2020. No, I've got it. Yeah. That's a very kind of Empire Pictures type poster.
Yeah, it's that kind of. I mean, basically, he plays like this ex-pro wrestler who has to end up babysitting for a family,
right? And
accidentally gets involved in some satanic rituals that are stuff that's going on. Dee Snider plays a disembodied skull. It's very fun. I don't want to give too many spoilers away. I mean, it's fairly predictable, but it's very gory, lots of fun. He's not bad in it. Like, nobody's going to say he's a great actor, but you know, I enjoyed it. It was all right.
I like the way he looks like a sort of low-rent Jean-Claude Van Damme in this.
Exactly the vibe you get in the film. Yeah. But yeah, it was all right. I mean, he's charismatic enough in the film. It had a couple of cool little twists in it. It was genuinely funny in quite a few places, like actual sort of guffaws and belly laughs. That guy there, his face is all melted because he gets put on like a stove. It's very, very violent and very sort of over the top gore splatter type thing, but it's fun. It is, you know, it was a fun film. If you like that kind of stuff, then it's definitely worth a watch. If you're not into your splatter gore and stuff, then yeah, you probably won't enjoy it all that much. But
I'm kind of curious to see it. It looks like a fun sort of B-movie horror film.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's not very long either. And I was pleasantly surprised because I was expecting absolute dross. And
there you go.
Going, yeah, it was right.
Exactly. I suspect that's probably the original title for it. Last Night.
Yeah, so, yeah. I imagine it was a visual screenplay or something. But
is someone in their kitchen with someone was cooking? What's happening?
No,
Rachel's cats are making dinner.
Do you really want to know what just happened?
Probably not. Probably not. Thank you for that, Critic Out. Anything else for us?
No, that was it for now. I was busy watching Aurelius, so I haven't got around to much else.
Mitch Sparkles, I think the best way for me to get you the link is probably DM it to you on Twitter. Yeah, remind me what Aurelius is again?
Aurelius?
Yeah.
The big tragedy about the ferry sinking.
Oh, cool. It's the one we talked about earlier. Sorry that
the one that you picked.
I can't pronounce the fucking name. Yeah, that one. Listen, I did go to a massive rave on Saturday, so you know. Okay. Let's just see.
I've been rewatching Predator Badlands so I could do my deep dive video into it. So I'm somewhat traumatized at the moment, to be honest. I've got a big glass of alcohol right here.
At least it wasn't Alien Earth. You know,
I can do that again. I genuinely can do that again.
Miss Sparkles, do me a favour to save looking for you. Can you just send me a DM on Twitter and I'll reply to it straight away. All right. Okay. Cool. Well, while and
if you were rating out of 10, I give it a. Yeah. You know, I give it an 8 out of 10. I had fun with it. It wasn't brilliant, but I had fun with it.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to now the inside man's here. I'm going to use that as an excuse to talk about the wild geese again for like the third week in a row. So,
no spoilers. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah, great. Great.
Do you know the tragic thing is? I'm the only one in the cinema
at the moment.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's on tomorrow at 7 o'clock, so I'm not expecting it to fill up between now and then. But yeah,
I mean, it may not, but we might all turn up there though to surprise you. You never know. So I went to the cinema to sit on Monday. It was on in the smallest screen. I'll tell you what's funny about this, right? This is at the Angel View. And screen 10 is at the bottom of their step. They've got so you come into the building and you go up an escalator and then there's the foyer. But next to the escalator, there's a door that looks like a broom cupboard, except it's not a broom cupboard. It's screen 10, right? And it has like a coded system for you to get in. And of course, because they're not putting ushers in the screens anymore, that you just have someone who sort of monitors the tickets where you come in. Mm-hmm. And that would involve having a second member of staff down by the door. The first member of the staff in the main foyer gives you a pre-written piece of paper scribbled with not even printed out, with the code for the door on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to run down and go in. Now, I went with Aaron, who was in the chat earlier, one of the subscribers, because I put on my Facebook, I'm going. Anyone who's free, this is when I'm going, come with me. And there was a goose in the film, Aaron. You weren't paying attention. It's in the opening titles and also the closing titles. So anyway, but so Aaron had not seen the film before, which was great. He not seen any of it. But the thing was, we decided to go for a drink down a pub first, and he bought me a large glass of wine. And I've got the weakest bladder on the fucking planet. So no sooner had the film started that I needed a wee. And so, fortunately, because I've seen the film so many times, I knew exactly where to pick the spot to dash out to the bathroom. But I've got to go all the way upstairs, at which point this really large family had arrived on the escalator. And they were very nonchalant about getting into the cinema. So I'm trying to push past them because I do want to miss as little as the film as possible. Then I've got to get past the ticket guy. By the way, it's now a new ticket guy who didn't see me previously. So I have to explain to him that I'm in the coded cinema downstairs. Yes, fine. Got to run all the way along this long corridor to get to the toilet, have a slash, come all the way back. Then I've got to remember the code, get in the door, and get back. Now, I managed to do that the first time and I only missed, I don't know, it was about 30 seconds a minute. I was in and out like really quick. But then we get to the bit where they've just completed the mission and they're on the way back to the airport. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I need a wee again. So I had to go out again, do the same thing again, and all the way to the bathroom. Only this time, I was like, suddenly my stomach went, oh, and I was, I had to commit to something else. So I was in there for a while. I fucking get all the way back again, down the stairs, through the coded door. I mean, this is not how I want my cinema experience to be. So that's part of the reason I'm going again tomorrow.
It sounds like a comedy sequence from a film.
It was a comedy sequence from the film, but no, it was good. Here, so you see, Aaron said, I really enjoyed the movie. Haven't seen many modern films that made me care about the characters the way Wild Geese did.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. It's gonna be good. I think I might go see Keeper beforehand as well. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, is that the film that was originally called Bone Keeper? Is that the Howard Ford movie?
No, it's Osgood Perkins.
Oh, okay, different film. Anyway, this movie, I had a conversation with Drinker about it the other day, and yesterday, in fact, and we were talking, we're saying, there hasn't been an action film like this in a really long time, where the first third of the movie is the setup of all the characters. You care about the characters. The second third of the movie is, the mission. And then the last third of the movie is, people dying and who's going to make it to the final reel. And, what other film has there been like that, where you've got a group of people, you care about them, and they start dying off? Now, the other format for that is a disaster film, 20 people trapped on a ship or whatever. But another action film like this, where you care about an ensemble of characters and then they start getting killed, I'm hard pressed to think of another example. So, I guess you could say Black Hawk Down. Maybe that's.
It's been a while. Plot armor is very much a thing in modern screenplays. Unfortunately, you kind of know who's going to make it.
So we made a decision that we're going to write one.
Cool.
And we're not going to base it on Wild Geese, but we're going to base the plot structure on Wild Geese. So it's going to be an action film, and it's going to have those 3 acts, and it's going to have an ensemble cast of characters that you're going to be introduced to, who you're going to care about. We're going to put them in a situation of jeopardy, and they're not all going to make it out. So we are going to write that script together. That's a project we're going to do. Whether we make it into a film or not, we don't know. The first stage is just to do a script and see if we can do a script and the script has to be on par with this film. That's the goal. So There you go. There you go. Love that idea. There, Aaron, you're partly responsible for that. The film is predominantly responsible, and then also the poo that I had to take midway through the screening, also partly responsible. It's amazing what you think about when you're on the toilet. So, yeah. But anyway, it was great seeing it on the big screen. First time I saw it on the big screen, it was not a 4K scaled up re-release. It was a VHS on a video projector. And one of the things I noticed about the movie this time around was how close all the locations actually were to each other. And Inside Man, I think you did the Wild Geese screening with me.
Yeah.
When we talked about the film in detail.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of things that I don't know if we went on the map and had a look around.
I seem to remember that we did, actually. I'm sure we did.
I mean, it might have been that we did, but I don't remember specifically finding the Shipsea Hill, which is the place where it was filmed, and there's 2 resorts right nearby. And what they did was they booked them both out, and then it was all sort of filmed in and around there. But one of the things I realised is that there's 3 airports in the movie, right? And I realised that they used the same airport location for all 3 airports, but they just shot them from different sides and from different ends. And the other thing that I realised is that you can see the set for the place where Limbani is held prisoner. You can see that set when the plane takes off, when they escape at the end, and the plane banks to the right. It's on the right of that shot. And then when the plane comes back into land at Salisbury Airfield, because it's the same location, you can see the prison compound on the left as the plane is coming into land. And I mean, one of the reasons I noticed all these things, apart from the fact that I've seen the film so many times, that you tend to start sort of looking at other stuff, you know, when you're watching it, is that because it's so upscaled now and it's so good quality, you can pick out all these other details in it. That was the other thing, and so because of that, I was able to pick out all kinds of stuff that I hadn't seen before in the movie. And if you go onto Google Earth, although the airstrip is not an airstrip anymore, you can see where it was. It is still there, just about. So yeah, let me. I'll show you quickly before we move on. As fascinating as this is for anyone who hasn't seen the film, this won't spoil the movie for you, Al. But yeah, let me just get this up real quick. So it's here, and the thing is this hill. You'll see this hill in the background of almost all of the scenes in the movie, like the training camp when they're doing the training. That is the same set as the prison camp. So this hill here is where all the filming was based around. The resort that the cast and crew was staying in is on the right here. Most of the filming took place south of the hill. This track here that you can see here, left to right, that is the airstrip there. Doesn't look like much of an airstrip anymore, but that's the airstrip they used. That is what's left of the prison compound set. You can even see the prison cells in that row along the right. Remember Limbani was in the cell on the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all that's left of that set, and it's still there.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's and as you can see, it's to the right of the airstrip. So when the plane is taking off, and the plane takes off about here, you can clearly see that set on the right. And then the section of the river where they did the filming with Whitty crossing it and all that kind of stuff, that was all done just here. And the Sandpiper Bridge, where the sequence with the airplane and where they blew up the trucks and all that stuff, and the Sand River, that's much further to the north. So that's really the only location that was a considerable distance away. But it's you can see the airstrip much clearer when you zoom out. You can kind of see, where it was. But it's interesting to note that like probably 60% of all the African stuff was all shot within a 2-minute drive of this hill location, basically. Yeah. So that's clever filmmaking right there.
Yeah, it's really interesting actually.
Because you feel like you've been over half of Africa when you're watching it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Miss Sparkles has arrived.
Just muted.
Fantastic. Good to see you, Miss Sparkles. Welcome to the.
I'm not sure if you want me to be a part of it because that's Rachel. I chose violence when I woke up this morning. I'm causing trouble everywhere I go.
The menace.
But have you watched any movies?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Cool.
I watched Mario, the first one, and then I watched the Nicolas Cage and the Pedro. What's his name? Whatever, the weird man.
Pascal.
Where
The
he's
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yes, that movie. I watched that, and then I watched. I started Us. That's what I did this weekend.
Oh boy!
What did you think of The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent? What did you think of that one?
I wish that I liked it, except for they didn't need to have the wife and the daughter. I wish they cut that whole part out. I didn't like the way the teenage daughter talked to him. That made me mad. I don't like the way they make teenagers talk to their parents now. But I liked the part. I liked the way they acted together, though. Nicolas Cage and Pedro. I thought they were good together. They're funny. I just don't like the way it's always got to be where the woman's like the boss. Why did we have to add all that with the woman? I don't understand. And then I liked it when they were high and they stopped recording. That was so good.
I have to ask,
And then he was like, "Just let me go."
Right now?
No. Do you like my profile picture? Don't I look amazing? I look beautiful, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you sound very hyper, but that might just be you.
I drank a whole Red Bull and I woke up in like a mood. I'm in a mood today.
You're just excited to be back on my show. Could be that, could be cocaine, could be both. Who knows?
No, I don't even know where you get cocaine at. Can you get cocaine nowadays? I was told it's really hard.
Apparently, it's as easy as ordering a pizza, but I've had neither cocaine nor pizza today. So
I've never had cocaine either. I got offered crack one time.
Cocaine
I said no.
on a pizza. That's not mozzarella.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. There was a homeless
person
person smoking crack. Do you know you smoke crack out of a Brillo pad?
Actually, if you put the pizza in the oven and you had cocaine on it, wouldn't that turn it into a crack pizza? I don't know.
Oh God,
I don't know.
Okay, we'll go. This conversation's taking some real. Let's move back.
Just so you smoke crack out of a Brillo pad.
It's getting Breaking Bad around here,
Did anybody watch the? Okay, did anybody watch the first?
I know exactly. I'm on one
Anybody
today.
watch the first episode of season 2 of Landman?
oh
Which I know
yes.
that's very much a kind of Toxic's. He likes the show, but has anyone else seen it? Episode 1 of season 2.
I never saw season 1.
Yeah,
Rachel,
I've seen season 1.
Rachel, did you say you've seen it?
Yeah, I did. I finished it last night.
Fantastic. Okay, great. Well, I need to dash to the bathroom, so this is your opportunity to talk about it. Go ahead.
Ooh, my time to shine. But yeah, we pick up back with our great characters, especially Tommy and Cammy. They're the only reason to watch this show, in my opinion.
What's
They're my favorite part. What's it
My mom's
about?
watching this. Yeah, my mom's watching this. She told me to check it out. Yeah.
Well, it's about the struggles of the oilmen in Texas, and Tommy is a landman. Basically, he runs all the leases for this oil company that he's now been pushed into being president of against his will. he's somehow managed to get up there, even though he did not want the job. It's continued. If you liked the first season, it continues everything that you liked from the first season. If you hated certain aspects of the first season, like I loathe his wife and daughter with a passion, and I know that there was some debate about if they're decent characters or not with certain people that aren't here.
Characters either.
Aren't
So
they
much
horrible?
women hating on this show. It's terrible. Gonna get us
Well-
cancelled on Twitter.
The
My
people
mom
that
didn't like them
absolutely
either,
love
though.
those women.
She
oh my
told me
God.
that's the one complaint she had. I remember that she complained
Yep.
about yeah.
The female characters in this show go from very good, like Cammy, to absolute just the worst people on the planet, which is the wife and daughter. Like those are the prime examples of everything wrong with modern women.
Mm.
The daughter's a complete freaking idiot. The mother has made her a complete freaking idiot. And it's like, oh, but this episode we get Tommy trying to deal with taking over the company from Monty, who, rest in peace, my man. You were the whole reason I was watching this show.
Yeah, he died.
That killed me. It was like, no. We pick up with them, and he and Cammy are trying to sort everything out and decide if they're going to keep the company going or just sell it all and she can retire as a billionaire, which, you know, that's what I would have done personally. That's just me. You know,
what's going on there? With the
his eclectic style.
You can't take him seriously as an oil man wearing that kind of getup. I wonder what all the Texans.
They
What
come
Jason
in
Momoa is going to look like in a few years.
Yes, he
just
is
don't like
wearing
fun.
a beanie and a hat at the same time.
Not the same color though. That's where he messes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some
It's all the
variation
same color.
in here and we'll talk.
Yeah.
So I have seen this. I watched this episode. I finished it right before we came on because I do like the show. I have to say, because some people said, "Oh yeah, I've seen the first episode, and you know it wasn't all that." And I sort of, it opens with that whole scene with Demi Moore's character. She's invited all the local oil barons for a lunch sort of party, and she's gonna do a speech. And I loved her speech. I thought her speech was great. And I think when we talked about the show last year, one of the criticisms was that Demi Moore was underused. I think that was deliberate because her schedule didn't allow her much time on the show, but she wanted to do the show. So the agreement with her, as I understand it, was I'm quite happy for the part to be small this season as long as it's going somewhere. And I think she sort of committed on that basis so that she could do other things, including the film that got her nominated for all those awards. But now they've set her up to have a big storyline. So that was great. And then, of course, they've put the man with the sexiest voice on the planet in the show as well now. So Sam Elliott's in it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's Sam Elliott? It's not.
What?
Yeah.
Is he the one that like has the weird music now? Where he like has
Beef. It's
Did
what's
you
for
say
dinner.
who's Sam Elliott?
Sam
Who's
Elliott.
Sam Elliott? Yeah, I mean who's that?
Sam Elliott is the
That guy.
ultimate
Who's
that?
cowboy.
He has a big mustache. He has a big bushy mustache. He plays cowboys.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm bad with names.
he basically plays nothing but cowboys. Effectively.
Oh, then no wonder I don't know who that is. I don't like cowboy movies.
Have you ever seen Roadhouse? Tell me you've seen Roadhouse, please.
I've seen the picture. I mean, the cover of the DVD to Roadhouse.
No, that does not count. This is Sam Elliott.
Have you seen The Big Lebowski?
That's Sam Elliott. So, Miss Sparkles, do you know who we're talking about now?
Oh yeah, him. Yeah. He's in He's in
God.
Is it Constant? No, where he's in like a
He's in Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. There we go. Yeah, Ghost
He's
Rider.
in, he's in Hulk. He's
Holy
in
shit.
Incredible Hulk.
You almost gave me a heart
I love
attack.
the way you picked the worst film.
All you need to know about him is
He's
that
an
his
Ang Lee's Hulk.
moustache- His moustache has its own Twitter page. So Sam Elliott's got a Twitter account, and then there's also Sam Elliott's moustache has a Twitter account.
I mean, it is a stunning mustache.
It is
And
one
it's
hell
an
of a
official.
moustache, yes.
It's an official account, apparently. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, Demi
Yeah,
Moore.
he does
has,
have a great voice, though. Yeah.
Demi Moore has a great line. I love that. Enjoy your lunch. I paid for it with your fucking money. That's what she
That
says
was
to
the-
everybody.
That was the line of the episode right there. That was the best line of the entire episode.
I thought as a season opener, I thought it was pretty good. And I like all the characters, you know, and I like the fact that you've got women in it who are sort of more traditional, kind of old school, you know, feminine women. They haven't necessarily got all the smarts, but they're not completely dumb either. And you know, the wife can be, she could.
I know that there's a scene in it with Demi Moore that like they screw up, like, and my mom like called me back there and she made me watch it. I just wish I could remember what it was, but Demi Moore's like getting out of a car, and then all of a sudden there's like somebody behind the car or something like that. It's pretty funny.
Does get out of the car. That does happen. Valerian LT, you'll be interested to know that the composer of the music for the movie Tombstone is going to be on my channel next week.
Cool.
Coming back to that in just a sec.
Yeah, dude, you know what's funny? I did remember one of the good jokes from The Sex Monster. He just had his first threesome, right? And he goes downstairs and he has to call like Marty, his friend, and he's like, I can't tell him. He's going to tell everybody. I can't. Okay, he calls the number and he's like, hey, you know, my wife, guess what? Right now, my wife and that hot coworker of his, Dee Dee, they're upstairs right now, fooling around. And I was just in the middle of it. Oh, I'm taking a break. No. I'm going to go back up there in a second. And he's like, do I want a pizza? No, I had to tell somebody. All right, hang up. That was a good joke. I just called a pizza company.
How have we gone back to that film? How have we gone back to that film from Landman?
I don't know. I thought we'd escaped.
Yeah, I thought we'd escaped Sex Monster. Sex Monster's done.
What is Sex Monster, though? What is this?
Enzo,
why do you like this, Enzo? Why would you watch this? Why? What's going on?
That was a film that we covered before you arrived at Scott, thankfully.
Okay.
It was a good decision.
And that's that chick who that you and Tony argued with me about being ugly. She's ugly. I don't care what you guys have to say. She was ugly in Tales from the Crypt. She had no butt.
Anyway.
Oh, right. I know who you're talking about.
Season 2.
Get back on the subject, please.
I give Landman an 8 out of 10. Rach, what do you give the first step? Season 2?
The first episode, I think, deserves a 9. I think it deserves a 9. There's one scene in particular that I've thoroughly enjoyed, and that was the daughter getting a talking to by the college admissions.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh my God! Thank you. I wanted to kiss that woman for telling her the truth. Yeah, somebody.
And she's so dumb that she thought she was paying her a compliment, which was.
Really funny. She couldn't even understand any of the words she was using. And it's like, yes, she deserves to go to college. She really deserves to go to college. This one.
Well, she needs to go to college.
I think it's too late. I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah. Inside Man, are you going to try and go to a Wild Geese screening?
Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Come to Nottingham tomorrow, 7:00.
Nottingham's a bit far.
It's a little too far to trot, I'm afraid. But yes, I am. But
I'm hoping to be at North Finchley for the 7:00 tomorrow. Hopefully.
Right. Okay.
Subject to a couple of work things.
But of course it's got its imminent release on 4K as well. So I've got my 4K on order. Yeah. It's a really nice kind of triple box set thing. It's 70 quid, but you know, it's like you've got the 4K, the Blu-ray, and you've got the full soundtrack plus a book with it. And it's like.
I mean, if I order it, I'm basically paying a lot of money for the book and a couple of extras because I've already got the Blu-ray, I've got the DVD, I've got the soundtrack on CD and vinyl already. So I think the Blu-ray has got a ton more extras on it. I think there's a stack more that they've managed to put on and archive stuff. There are a couple of new things for this set only. I forget all of them. Some of them are there's a couple. I think there's a couple of new interviews. Yeah.
And of course, there's always that amusing little documentary, the premiere, where they're raising money for the Stars Organisation for Spastics.
Yeah. Spastics Foundation.
Yeah. It's called SOS, the Stars Organization for Spastics. And at the premiere, it's like well, meet Jenny. She herself is a spastic, and they're saying it with such sort of like normality, like it's I mean, when I first saw
it
that,
was a normal word back then, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, it was. But I
It was
kind
a
of found
different
it quite
time.
shocking. Yeah, the 70s.
Yeah.
But
Where
yeah,
officially nobody gave a shit. That's all there was to it. Everybody was on drugs and nobody cared.
I mean, I know you get these lobby stills and a few other things.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'll probably get it just because.
The worst thing is when it comes on TV, there'll probably be a trigger warning before it.
Oh, they've already got a TV version. Some of the dialogue was shot twice, so they could put it on aeroplanes and television as soon as possible. Ewan Lloyd was quite a clever thinking man in that respect. Already had his mind on the sales. They were even going to do a PG edit of it at one point, but in the end, I think what's his name? The owner of the Bond franchise at the time, Broccoli Cubby. I think he put the kibosh on that.
So this would be a long time before 12s or anything like that, wouldn't it? So
he didn't want Roger Moore associated with such a violent character because Roger Moore's character in this is really violent.
Gotcha.
And there's the scene where you meet him, kind of, forces someone to eat a ton of heroin. So,
Wait, what? I just zoned out, and then I heard it eating a ton of heroin. Who's eating heroin?
in this movie,
Police are.
Yeah,
that explains
Why
so
the one
much.
was fighting? They're mad.
Okay, well, let's move on.
David
Is
Ladd.
it dangerous to eat heroin? I mean,
David Ladd. That's right. It is when it's got.
I'm not a
strychnine.
doctor. I'm not a doctor, but it probably is.
I think it's fine if you put it on pizza.
Yeah, if you put it on, as we discussed, drugs on pizza are fine. For all those children watching, please do not try this at home. All right, let's move on. So we've got a couple of other things that have come out. Who has seen the Eddie Murphy documentary that's on?
I don't like Eddie Murphy, so no, I was going to watch it.
This is the first I've heard of the Eddie Murphy documentary.
I didn't even know
I
it
saw
existed.
it.
I'm with Al.
I saw like a thumbnail for it scrolling through the internet, and I forgot what it's called. It was called Eddie or something, or
Yeah, it's got a more sophisticated title than that. It's called Being Eddie
Murphy.
Ooh.
They should have called it Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law.
It's just called Being Eddie. It's quite a
He
self-reflective
filtered
piece.
his face so weird. Why does he look all like? He looks weird.
Botox?
No, it looks all like smooth and white though, like a white tint to it. It's really weird looking. That's awesome.
That's called Photoshop.
Photoshop.
That's why I said, why did they filter his face like that? It's basically Photoshop it. Fine. Why?
Because he's really old and they've got to get rid of all the wrinkles.
Oh, you know his Brooklyn Vampire.
He's like 65.
The Brooklyn Vampire. Shush. Hey, the Brooklyn Vampire movie. Okay, so my kid's dad doesn't have he only has antenna TV, and on the one of the free channels, his movie came on, the whatever movie, and you know that it starts out saying vampires that he's a vampire coming from Egypt, like they're black over there. The Egyptians were black. It says that. It starts out like that. I didn't know that. I don't remember that. So it wasn't just what's her face saying that the Egyptians were black. That movie says it too.
Yeah.
It's
Toxic
bad that I knew where
Follows
she was
says,
going.
I love that Jen tunes in and out of a stream she's appeared on during the appearance. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Summed up in a nutshell. Yeah, Vampire. I think it was called Vampire in Brooklyn. Was the name of that?
That's it.
Yeah, Vampire Brooklyn, that one. Yeah, that movie's horrible. I don't know why I liked it when I first watched it. The movie's horrible.
I didn't
Wes
like
Craven.
it. He
I
actually
liked his buddy though. They was rotten and
Listen,
falling apart.
he takes the piss out of that film in the documentary when he's talking about, we all have to do a film or two that's bad, and somebody in his crew mentions that movie, and he's like, "Yeah, that was one of them." So it's quite a self-reflective, self-effacing doc. It's all shot in his home. Very nice home, as you would expect. And there's a lot of his family around, his kids and his grandkids. And he talks a lot about the people that influenced him. Of course, his friendship with Richard Pryor and getting to direct him in Harlem Nights and what that was like. So that was all quite interesting.
How about the Dave Chappelle skits where Dave Chappelle plays as what's his face and grinds his feet into his couch? I didn't grind my feet into his couch. Yeah, I grind my feet into his couch.
Funnily enough, you didn't mention those. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I think he did mention. I think he did give Dave Chappelle a shout out, but talked about Saturday Night Live a lot, and there's some early stuff with him on that. But it's a good documentary.
They talk about his hot ex-wife Nicole Ari Parker. He's still not with her, is he?
No, I don't think so.
No.
She was in Boogie Nights, right?
How about
Boogie
Sporty
Nights.
Spice? Did he talk about knocking up Sporty Spice and then denying the baby?
What?
Funnily enough, the whole Sporty Spice story was not covered.
Is that
in the
true?
doc.
Of course. Yeah, he did.
It is
He
true,
denied the
yeah,
baby too.
yeah.
They do blood test and everything. Yep.
Sporty Spice, huh?
Yeah,
No, scary.
Scary Spice. Not Sporty Spice.
Scary.
Sporty Spice. Yeah.
I was
Scary
like,
Spice.
yeah, he didn't strike me as a Sporty Spice. A lot of people aren't Sporty Spice fans.
How about when he picked up the trans prostitute and got caught by the cops? Did he talk about that?
I think when you're,
Miss Sparkles, you're already putting me in front of a number of lawsuits.
allegedly. I think a big part of growing up is realizing it was all about Ginger Spice. I think young people are more into Posh Spice or Baby Spice or whatever. But when you get older, it's all about Scary Spice and Ginger Spice.
Baby Spice, but it's only because one of my friends went to school with her.
I couldn't figure out which one I liked at all. I just kind of went with it.
Nobody says Sporty Spice, though, right?
I know, nobody ever said that. You're right, yeah. Nobody ever says that.
I was like, Eddie, you can do better than Sporty Spice.
I always figured that Sporty Spice was like the butch lesbian pick.
Yeah, she was the one for girls. She was the one.
Yeah,
girls liked her. You're smart. Yeah, that's right. We need a dyke on the panel, so that way.
He actually,
they have.
Girls, I think she actually had the strongest voice. I think she was one of the ones.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Enzo just tried to kill me.
Okay, how about the prostitute that he got caught with was going to write a book and then she passed
Funny enough,
away.
that is not mentioned. No, I read that she died.
I'm sure they talked about him almost getting awards and stuff recently. What movie was it?
They did talk about that. Yeah, that was on there, and all the different makeup things
when he allegedly almost got an award. Excuse me, Eraserhead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well,
allegedly.
I'll tell you who did get an award today. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Do you think Tom Cruise really used to sleep with fish, like by fishing and
Stop, woman.
Stop.
No more Red Bull for you ever.
I've just muted her. Right. Okay, let's move on. So, yeah, Tom Cruise got an Oscar today.
It was an honorary Oscar, but what was it for? Was it for services to film or?
I mean, until today, I just didn't even know that they had this thing called the Governor's Awards, which is some kind of Oscars prelim type thing. And they
also have the Academy Awards for like the sciences and stuff, which a bunch of nerds get Oscars for like technical achievements and stuff, and nobody,
I mean, there's a big side of the movies that I don't think really gets appreciated.
But some interesting criticism was like, why wouldn't you give
for stuntsmen and stuff like that? Do you know what I mean? But
right, but some of the criticism for this is like, okay, honorary Oscars, who cares? But this would be the time to give Tom Cruise an honorary Oscar, like at the ceremony, if you want people to actually watch the show.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, one of the things that was what I will say, what was really nice about it, and was great about the fact that they did it here, was he got to do a really long speech, but his speech was great. And the first half of the speech, basically, he did a mini speech about each of the nominees.
Nice. I showed Mom One Battle After Another last night, and she loved it. But yeah, one of my favorite lines is that movie is when Benicio del Toro, he's telling him, Leonardo DiCaprio, get ready to jump out of this moving car. I'm going to ditch these police chasing me. And he's like, you know what freedom is? It means having no fear. Just like Tom fucking Cruise. It's like, yeah, and you realize like Paul Thomas Anderson worked with Tom Cruise, in Magnolia, and you're like, that line just has such great, yeah, just like Tom Cruise, that guy has no fear. I think you can say whatever
you're hard pressed to find anybody who doesn't think he deserves this.
Yeah,
no, it definitely.
Yeah,
does.
I mean, if you hate Tom Cruise or like him, it doesn't matter what you think of him. I think you can say he's pretty brave motherfucker throwing himself out of planes.
I think he's the last movie star. I do genuinely think he's the last movie star.
I think he's the only one that you can say that he was the absolute epitome of an action hero. He is the guy. He's the only one.
I think when you say movie star, it's like box office draw just because he's in the
people
movie.
will see a
Doesn't matter
film
what he's
because his
doing.
name was on it. I don't think there's any more.
I would argue there are still
The Mummy?
people out there like that, new people like that, but they just don't have the resume this guy does.
No, all the presence, all the charisma.
There's always going to be perverts showing up to the next Jenny Ortega thing or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing, is it? It's not as marketable, and as you say, there'll be perverts are sharp because it's a woman. There's like that in most of it. I mean, Jennifer
I know
Lawrence
we like to
is getting
think
naked a
Sydney
lot
Sweeney.
recently, so they'll probably turn up to see her films. But
We
as far
like
as
to
a
think Sydney
bankable
Sweeney's a
name,
movie star, but she's not. She's
no, I
don't
don't
come to
think
her
she is.
movies unless she's getting naked.
You
Well,
know.
Who nowadays is like the actor that draws in people though to go to the theater? I can't think of anybody who like draws people in.
That's what I'm saying. I
I
don't
know.
think there is one. I really don't.
Well,
He's definitely the last. He's the last super star of the old days, the pre-COVID days.
Agree.
When people were still going to the cinema in big numbers.
Because there are still big actors like Will Smith, but he's not a box office draw anymore. People don't care about Will Smith.
No.
There's no
I like
actor
Tony
out there that's got his star power. That's coming up under him. You can talk about like Ryan Reynolds and all those guys, but
Even Ryan Reynolds is getting on. I mean, you could say maybe Glenn Pow would be the next one. Maybe
That's who I have my money on. He's the only one with that kind of.
I don't know. I've seen Glenn Pow in a couple of things.
Glenn Powell needs to pivot to villains immediately, otherwise his career is going to go the way of Van Damme. I'm serious. He doesn't have leading man. He doesn't have leading man abilities. He has awesome like number two, awesome like either villain or sidekick or whatever. Like in Top Gun, he's awesome because he's not the lead. He's the kind of foil.
I've never seen Top Gun.
I thought he was the what? Oh my word! I thought he was
so
the Twisters though. That Twisters film.
So Twisters
made it.
But Twisters was supposed to be that's like a flip on the original formula where you've got the Carrie Yulway's type character. He's in it for the money, not for the science. But you've taken that character and turned him into like a yeehaw rodeo rock star kind of guy. But he still should have been like the opposing team. Like I think the fact that he's like Mr. Lead, I don't know, man.
I think he's got that charisma on the screen. That's all I think about Glenn Powell. Basically, when I see him on the screen, like with the right movie behind him, the right PR, that kind of stuff, he could be a movie star, and I don't see anyone else coming up for that at all.
Neither.
Well, let's have a quick look at the IMDb list for sort of top stars under the age of 50. Now, number one, as we just mentioned, is DiCaprio. He's not far off Cruise, but he's just not quite got that same.
He doesn't bring people in either. Like that's why I think it's weird that they're attacking Sydney Sweeney for her
does.
doc movie,
Look,
and he didn't. He failed with his doc movie too.
So Leo attracts role. He gets attention to his movies, but the thing is, it's not with Tom Cruise. Like its general audiences are going to go for a fun popcorn movie. Leo is more about like the like acting. Is you're going to see a performance out of him. It's all about.
He's the kind of Oscar bait kind of actor, isn't he? At the moment, he's got one. He wants more.
Yeah, he's acting to act. He's not. Tom Cruise is like running a business here. He's trying to. He's a theme park. He's a theme park manager trying to make a theme park ride or something.
I feel like Tom Cruise makes films because he loves films. I think Leonardo DiCaprio loves acting, and there's a difference.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, we were all thinking it. Number 3, Jonah Hill. I mean, obviously that name popped into all of our heads when we were thinking who's going to take over from Tom Cruise. We all
Who made this list?
unconsciously.
Yeah, exactly. That's like question.
Jonah
I was like,
Hill.
huh?
Obviously, obvious choice to supersede Tom Cruise. Jonah Hill. You know, he's got the physique, the charisma. I might be lying.
I mean, to be fair,
Number 5 looks like
he's
Simon
definitely
Cowell.
lost a lot of weight.
Well, I mean,
He's
yeah,
got-
Ozempic's readily available to everybody now, isn't it?
The
So-
He
worst
did it
thing-
before Ozempic, though. He literally got on.
Yeah, he's
the-
supposed to
the
be
weight.
playing.
Yeah, he did it on his
He's
own,
supposed
yeah.
to be playing
Yeah,
Jerry Garcia soon. He's gonna be playing Jerry Garcia soon, and I think that's why why he lost a bunch of weight. But also, there's nothing worse than when a big, jolly, funny, fat guy loses a bunch of weight and becomes like an asshole. This happened to one of my band teachers. Band teachers, like you have band marching band, right? You got 2 teachers. You got the good cop, bad cop routine. You've got main head teacher who is kind of stern, strict. And then you've got the assistant teacher who is more laid back, tells some jokes, you know. And our laid back guy was big, fat, jolly guy. You know, he's young too. And then he just lost like 100 pounds in a semester, you know, like did the thing on purpose, like got in shape. And then it was just 2 assholes running it. Because like good cop was more like, hey, you got no excuse to be tired. I did it. You know, I lost a bunch of weight. You know, you just need to put your mind where your mouth is. But it's just like, shut up, dude. That's not what I need right now from 2 people.
Kind of like when somebody quits smoking. You mean?
Can I just put? Can I just throw Nick Frost out as an example there?
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
good, guys. I'm not saying
Yeah.
anything about these
Yeah.
actors at all. I don't do too much. Do you guys know what blind
Has
items
he-
are?
Do we know what is?
Blind items. It's like these celebrity news items that are like anonymous, and they've always been correct. So I know all this like weird little gossip on all these actors, but I'm not saying anything. I'm being good. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not saying.
All right. Okay. Well, you can tell us. You can tell us that stuff in private.
Anything.
Did you, Inside Man? Are you saying Nick Frost? Has he lost loads of weight recently? And
Yeah, that's
now-
kind of what I was thinking. I was like, is he really skinny now? I mean, he's still kind
Yeah.
of fat.
And is he now Mr. Grumpy Unfriendly now?
Mr. Grumpier and Unfriendlier.
Right. Okay.
Um,
Not
Yeah.
not on your Christmas card list then.
No. Almost made my Christmas card list, just like James Corden didn't.
Right.
Oh my gosh, his favorite actor is Jeremy Renner. Oh my goodness gracious, why?
Well, so just looking at some other names here: Javier Bardem, Jeremy Renner, Ryan Gosling, Matt Damon, Robert.
Why
Downey
are these
Jr.
all men?
No.
I
I thought he typed that in. Yeah, like that.
He
No,
typed
I typed
actor.
in male actors because that we were discussing.
Are there any younger ones though
male
that be on this
actors.
list? Can you do younger? Like
we'll look at the women in a sec. We'll look at the women in a sec.
no, women. No, I said no. They're younger. Like, is this the like? List
Oh,
of
these are
everyone
all
that's
under 50.
No, they're
Yeah.
not.
The problem is,
well,
well, they're not now.
they're
No,
not, you're
when the
right.
article was made, they were. The problem is
Yeah.
now that the idea of the new hotness these days is Timothy Chalamet, who is like
Oh God.
as
Oh, I don't like
masculine
him. I don't
as,
like him.
Where does he come on this list?
thankfully,
Nowhere.
doesn't. Hopefully,
This
He's
is
probably
10 years
not
old,
even
so
on
he's
this
not even
list.
on this list yet.
Yeah.
he's not on it. Fassbender was another one that I thought might make
Oh,
it.
it is
So when you look at-
Like
yeah.
listen.
years ago. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
That's
So when
fine.
you look at when you look at a list of current movie stars, quote unquote movie stars, you got Florence Pugh,
Yes.
Timothy Chalamet, Anya
Yeah.
Taylor-Joy, Millie Bobby Brown, Zendaya, Austin Butler maybe, Tom Holland, he might be on his way up, Jenny Ortega, Barry Kagan. Oh, that ugly guy, yeah, he's weird. He's aging very badly.
He is. He's not a bad.
So
actor,
he's a very
though.
talented guy, and he picks some very interesting
that
movies to
ugly
be
guy?
in. But he's
No.
aging. He's aging like he just saw his Dorian Gray painting, upstairs. He's just looking rougher every movie. Who do I actually like?
Oh my God.
There's that one. Who's that guy that's in all the? He's in all the darker horror movies and stuff, and he's in a. Oh God, I can't remember what they're called. Any of these movies he's in.
Christopher Lee?
No.
What?
Did you say?
Definitely not under 50.
Oh, he's under 50. He's under 50 feet.
You see, my pick was always Michael Fassbender. When I saw Michael Fassbender in X-Men First Class, I thought he'd be the next James Bond.
What happened to Fass? What happened?
Yeah,
to
it's really
Fass?
weird. Really
He
weird.
started doing more independent stuff and more, you know, like artsy films.
I mean,
And
I
back
guess.
Too pretty
away.
looking nowadays. I don't like it. Where are the masculine men?
Well, I mean,
masculine.
You
I'm
can't
looking at the
blame
list
it
right now,
for-
and all these men look really pretty. Like they're
No, these
35,
are
man. I don't like it.
teens.
Bothers
These
me.
are young. These are very young.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these are
yeah.
youngsters.
You can't
This is
blame
actually the
Fassbender
problem.
for backing away from the turgid turd that is Hollywood and maybe doing some independence
more
once you
aggression.
can afford it.
I mean, the thing is, you go on the red carpet, and these are all wearing like skirts and stuff like
Oh,
that. And
God.
each hero
I
wear
hate
what
it.
the fuck,
No.
wear what the fuck you want, but you are not the the image of masculinity if you're standing there
Yeah.
wearing a skirt or a blouse. I'm sorry, you're just not.
I know I don't like it.
Right.
I like
Miss
masculine
Sparkles
men.
and I are on the same page. Like, where are the masculine men? Like we used to get. Where are
Mhm.
they? Because they're not on that list.
Okay,
No,
well,
I know
for
they all
me,
look really. Even the
um,
Australian one. I saw the one from Australia.
really?
What the hell? Why?
good news for the 12 people watching. We've only got 19 minutes left.
Allegedly.
Why is that good news?
I'm
That's
gonna
not good news.
I'm gonna start. I got a couple of things I want to talk about, so let me get these in while we still have time. So next Wednesday, I have composer Bruce Brofton coming in on the channel.
No way.
Yeah, so he composed several soundtracks of
Oh
my
my
favorite
God.
movies of all
Oh my
time.
God.
Weren't you here when he said that?
I just had a video call with him earlier today. So this is all locked in. This is 8 p.m.
Unbelievable.
next Wednesday.
I
So
could
he's
sing.
cool.
I could
Oh
I
my
could hum
God.
the Homeward Bound melody like to
I
you
have no
right
idea.
now.
I actually, it was so funny. We were having trouble with the call because the connection was dipping in and dipping out. I hope I don't have that problem on the interview. So I started doing a complete rendition of the soundtrack to Silverado while I was waiting for him to come back on. But his camera was off. He was like, I can't hear you. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you got that down.
Even Rescuers. Now that I'm thinking about it, when what's it, the little boy jumps off the waterfall, it's like, how does it go? Da 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 da.
Yeah, I mean, he's
da
got-
da
He's top tier. He's absolutely
Bam,
top
ba,
tier.
bam, ba,
Yeah,
bam,
this is,
ba, bam, ba, bam, ba,
top
bam,
end.
ba, bam.
Yeah.
This is a top end Hollywood composer. He lives in California still. He's at the top. He was at the top of his game. He's retired now. But
Anybody else?
Oh,
Can
no.
anybody else? Does anybody else know the Homeward Bound theme?
I
Give you
No.
Yes.
10 points.
I
if
just
you
have
can
the
sing
I have
it
the
right now.
original movie poster a little bit.
No.
and 10 points.
It goes like this.
Oh, yeah, no, I do remember that now.
How does what the way you doing it? It sounds like Jurassic Park a little bit.
It sounds a little bit like Jurassic Park, doesn't it?
It's got more of like a Western. It's got more of like a old pioneer days kind of vibe to it. But yes.
So I might do one of those things where I get people to record little messages for Bruce for when he comes on next week.
Well, that's cool.
So if you decide
Oh,
you
that
want to
would be
record a little message about your favorite theme from his resume, of which there are many to choose
Oh
from.
my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
send
pick though?
me something over, and I've got 3 or 4 of them. I'll put them together and do a little vignette for him of messages from fans, But that's going to be a really great
Oh,
interview.
fantastic.
I've
Absolutely fantastic.
also got. I mean, this couldn't be more markedly different, but I've also got Mark Anthony coming in. I'm just going to put my camera on, who wrote this book, which is coming out in 2 weeks, and it's the first of 5 books. This big beast of a coffee table type book. But Al, this is also the weapon used to kill the spider the other day.
It looks like a hefty tome. That would do the job.
What's really great about this book is that they've got like all the photos from that era, stuff you're not going to see anywhere else nor online.
It's gonna hate
And
me later. That's
Things like all the original flyers that are in here from the events of that time. There's also all the playlists from all the major events. So for somebody interested in the musical, the history of that era, this book is absolutely fantastic. And of course, because I'm out on the racing regularly, I'm meeting a lot of the characters that are involved in this era. So he sent me a personal copy of it signed, which is really nice.
That's cool.
Let me say, there's a few more. Listen to these other Bruce Broughton soundtracks he's done. He did Ice Pirates, Harry and the Hendersons, The Monster Squad, The Presidio, Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal,
Young Sherlock Holmes.
He did Stay Tuned. He did.
The Boy Who Could Fly.
He did. He worked for Tales from the Crypt and Dinosaurs. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Stay tuned, dude. He did Tiny Toon Adventures. So I Married an Axe Murderer. Baby's Day Out. Hell yeah.
No.
Probably not his finest moment.
House Arrest. Krippendorf's Tribe. Lost in Space. The remake. Wow, dude. A lot of shit.
Yeah. Like I said, this is top end guy.
Genius.
And the credits go on and on and on. I mean, he said that we can, the primary area, sort of time period he wants to talk about is from the 80s up until Lost in Space. And I said, that's fine. So my friend Alan Marks, the late Alan Marks, was the visual effects supervisor on Lost in Space, the remake, the 1998 one.
I worked on that. I worked on that as well, actually.
You did, didn't you? That's right.
Yeah.
It was Shepperton, wasn't it?
Shepperton, yes, it was.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk to him. I'm certainly going to talk to him about Tombstone. I've got the CD for that next door. I'm going to talk to him about Narrow Margin. I may get into the Presidio. I mean, that's not one of my favourite films. I'll be honest. I thought it could have been a lot better. The music on it is good. The Boy Who Could Fly.
I love Tales from the Crypt.
The Boy Who Could Fly is not only a great film, but the score really
it's lovely.
Yeah, when they jump off the roof,
so we can fly.
That flying sequence, the music completely sells that scene.
Oh yeah, the music's best part of the movie for my money.
It's like one of those. It's like E.T. It's one of those.
It
wouldn't
is.
be the same without that score, that movie. Stupenzo has even got a drunken movie commentary for Stay Tuned. I possibly won't mention that on the stream, but it's kind of cool that you have it.
Oh yeah, me and my cousin watched that movie a while back. It's a funny one.
Yeah. The Blue and the Grey as well was the big American Civil War series before North and South. So I actually watched that not that long ago. You can find it if you dig around. So the Bruce Broughton interview is going to be great. I got about 6 interviews between now and Christmas. I'm trying to cram in a couple more so I can get up to 150 before the end of the year. Okay, Enzo, what you got coming up?
I'm going to be on AJ's channel later tonight for his Tighten Up Tuesday show around 10 p.m., about 4 hours from now. And tomorrow we're going to do another re-release. We watch one of the older ones that I deleted because of copyright reasons. I have The Relic ready to go, which I watched by myself after Michael Madsen passed away. And that was a funny one.
That weird horror film in the museum.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good fun.
Yeah. Guy takes drugs and turns into a giant chimera. It's weird. It's the darkest.
Directed by
Peter Hyams. Yeah. Hey, he's the DP for that one. I have issues with that movie because he is it's the darkest monster movie I've ever seen. When I say darkest, I mean I literally can't see anything happening.
It's not Michael Madsen that passed away. It's Tom Sizemore.
That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry, Tom Sizemore.
Michael Madsen is still alive.
I know, right?
I started watching The Relic recently with my
Michael Madsen's dead.
No, he's not. He's Michael Madsen's alive.
No, Michael Madsen is dead too, I think, right?
The Mimic is what we're going to watch together too. I'm watching The Relic and The Mimic.
I'm right this time. He died 3rd of July 2025. We did a stream about it. You made us watch that horrible film called Hell.
Yeah, you know what we did, and you know what, I blocked it out.
Well, so it's either going to be the Relic tomorrow,
You
or
made
there's a
yourself
chance
block
it might
it
be
I
a
wish I
double
could block
feature.
Hellriders out.
It might be the
Sorry,
Pumpkinhead
Lindsay.
1 and 2 double feature getting re-released tomorrow. I don't know, but I'm currently editing the next couple we watches, the new ones. I got the Blob 1988 and
I love the Blob.
Creep Show 2. But we've also got a bunch of old ones that I'm just going to re-upload every once in a while. And then, what else is going on this week? I think I'm going to stream Thursday night, watch more training videos from the past, and also I got some funny stuff. Yeah, we've been drinking Malort now. That's like the new thing. Malort is awful. So that's
his new
fun.
thing.
Yeah. And Sunday night, Dorkside, and not much else, I guess.
And you'll presumably be doing your late night stream Sunday night going into my Monday morning.
Yep,
again.
that's the one.
So I may try and surface in sufficient time to pop on if I can. I caught the end of it this Monday. I think you were sort of in your last 20 minutes. But God, the Monday before that, you went right up until midday midday my time.
I mean, the thing is, we start around midnight, and then we just go until we run out of weird crap to watch, and that usually lasts anytime between 4 and 9 hours. So I don't know,
2 to 6 days. Yeah.
If we're having fun, we just keep going. I don't know. We just go until it's boring, and then we stop.
There's an endless amount of Supergirl fan films out there. It's all fine.
In case there was any,
I think the next thing we're going to start watching come December, which is I think Common People recommended it, and it's this Irish reality dating series called what is it called? I don't even remember. It's some Irish related like
Undateables.
It's like a contest done with like a big stage. Hang on, let me look this up. This is going to
Is it the one with all the spastics in it?
No. This show is from like the show we're talking about is from like the year 2010 or something like that, or a bit ago. Let's see. Scroll down to the bottom here. It is a show called.
Just so you know,
it's called Take Me Out, and it's from Ireland.
Yeah. I've seen Take Me Out. Yeah.
So we might start watching that.
I think we should watch Chained Loved or whatever. It's where it's a dating show where 4 people are chained to one person, and they get
what?
There's also David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff. Did you guys know that David Hasselhoff starred in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde musical?
I did not.
And it is really something.
When was that produced?
Early 2000s. I don't know.
Okay. Was that what was that on stage?
Yes. Yeah, I got video of him. Like he's got. Yeah, I don't know. He does the dual roles pretty well, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, okay, all right. Well, we're gonna end it there wisely.
Well, who else is promoting? You only asked me what was going on next.
Oh wait, I forgot. I watched the movie Bird with Megan Fox. You guys have heard of that?
No, thank God.
It's awful. It also has Mickey Rooney or whatever his name in it, and she has wings.
Who you did?
Mickey Rourke.
Ricky Rourke, or whatever his name is, the guy who was in the Wrestler. The movie.
Not Mickey Rooney, for God's sake.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, about him, and she flies away with him. She's flying with her wings, and she's holding him at the end of the movie.
I have not seen that.
God, I love you.
Seriously, it's amazing. We should watch it. You should watch it.
Okay, well,
yeah.
She
flies away with him, and he goes to heaven. Mm-hmm.
Inside Man, I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to do a movie this week. Come on, if you're here next week, mate, we'll do the 70s movie of your choice.
Yes, thank you.
In the interim, that's it for us. Good night.